Lucy, welcome. Come on in and find a seat. They have a story for you.
Yes, come and find a story. Let's put the seat up there.
Look out, fishing.
Hi, Doug. Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. Whoopsie, it's stuck. It's stuck. Wait, don't pull, don't pull. Don't pull. Okay, thank you. All right, guys, have a seat. Okay, thank you. Over this side. No. It's in that. Okay. Too loud. Sorry. All right. How's everybody doing today? Are you excited? I'm excited because we have our boats back in. I like that. All right. So, yes, I like those. All right. So, yesterday we talked about a very sad day, but in a way a very happy day. You guys remember what we talked about?
A very happy day.
Yes.
Jesus died on the cross.
That's right. Jesus died on the cross for us in order to save us. And that's the day that the sun didn't shine. Remember? From 12 o'clock until 3 o'clock, the sun was gone. And everything was dark. Because everyone was sad. God was sad, and everyone was sad that Jesus had to do that. But the happy thing is that in 3 days after that, guess what happened? Who can tell me? Who knows what happened after that? Anybody know what happened? Yes. What happened? He came back. He came back from the dead, and he rose again. He was alive. And that was exciting. Well, guess what? Peter, one of Jesus' closest friends, and his other friends, his other disciples, he had found out that Jesus had come back from the dead. He came and appeared to them that night that he came back from the dead. And he told them something special. In fact, guess what? He even to show them that he was real, that he wasn't a ghost or wasn't some kind of a figment of their imagination. They weren't imagining him there. He came and he ate supper with them. He ate some fish and something else. Was it honeycomb? I think it was that. Anyways, they had... No, not this time. He ate some honeycomb. So, anyways, what happened is that after he met up with them, at some point he told them that he was going to meet up with them in Galilee again, where Peter and James and John, some of the disciples, they had been from Galilee. They were fishermen. You guys remember the story about Jesus that we talked about on the first day? And how Jesus took care of the big storm that they had? Well, that's how Jesus met the disciples, was when they were fishermen. Well, guess what? Peter decided that since they were in Galilee and they were waiting for Jesus and they had nothing else to do, they didn't know what they were going to do since Jesus, well, he said that his kingdom was going to come again and that they were going to tell many people about him, but they weren't really sure what to do and how to do it and how they were going to take care of themselves without Jesus. So he had an idea. What do you think he told the other disciples? What do you think he knew how to do really well?
He said, throw your net on the other side of the ship.
Jesus did tell him that, that's true. But what do you think that Peter decided he was going to do in order for him to do that? Yes.
Fish.
Yes, he decided he was going to go fishing. So he had him and 6 of his other friends coming with him, and they all got in the boat. So I need 7 people to help me. Okay, so let's see. I have more than 7 volunteers. We'll take turns, guys. Okay, let's sit down and I'll take you. No, sweetheart. Go ahead and sit down and let's wait our turn. When I take you, then you sit down. And then there's going to be other parts to the story, so don't feel bad if you don't get to be picked, okay? Alright, so we'll go with Nico. You can go sit down in the boat. And then we'll go with Sasha. You can go sit down in the boat. And then Kylie and Summer, you guys go sit down in the boat. That's 4. And I need 3 more. Wesley, you can be Peter, actually. That will be helpful. And then, after Natalie, go ahead and sit down. Here. Okay, we'll give you an oar. You'll see. Go ahead and hold the oar. Hold that. Daddy, can you hold that for me for a minute? There you go. Okay, you can go ahead and sit down right here. Or Peter. Go ahead and sit down in the boat. All right. And now we need one more person. Who's going to volunteer? Okay, Joshua, you go ahead and sit down over here next to Peter. Okay, so here was everybody, and they were fishing. And when do the fishermen fish on the Lake of Galilee? What time of day do you think they did that? Does anybody have any idea? You guys can tell me from here too. But you have to be one of the VBS kids, not a volunteer, to answer the question. I know you guys all know, but we want the little ones to remember. When did they fish, do you think? Do you think that they fished at night or during the day? Yes. At night. Why do you think that is?
Because fish come out at night.
They do come out at night, but there's something else too. If the sun is shining bright in the water, and you drop your net into the water, I think the fish could see it.
Yeah.
That's right. So they would do their fishing at night because when they would drop their nets into the water, they would be able to, they would be hidden. The fish wouldn't be able to see it, and they would be able to catch all the fish without them realizing they had been caught. So here they were in their big boat, and their little fishing boat, not big boat, and they were thinking about Jesus and all the wonderful things he had done, and they weren't really sure what was going to happen. But soon, it started to be daylight. The sun was popping up, and it was starting to be light again. And all of a sudden, they noticed, I'm going to go ahead and put this inside. We're going to need it for later. And they noticed that somebody was on the shore. There was somebody on the shore. So I need one more helper. Who's going to raise their hand and help me out? Or are you guys all the shy? Oh, okay, let's see. Go ahead. You're going to be... Oh, yeah, that's true. You're a little taller, so we don't take on our coat. Okay. There's somebody on the shore. They noticed. You're going to come with me. We're going to go on the shore over there. So all of the fishermen were fishing on the water. And all of a sudden, they noticed that someone was on the shore. And they couldn't tell who it was because it was kind of far away. But they could hear what the person was saying. And so this person was saying, "Did you catch any fish yet?" Go ahead and do that.
Did you catch any fish yet?
Did you guys catch any fish yet? No. Good job, Peter. That's right. They hadn't caught any fish. So the person on the shore said, "Put your net on the other side."
On the other side.
Of the boat. Okay, so you stay right here. And so the disciples thought about it and they thought, "Oh, well, we haven't caught fish all night, and it's getting daylight, so I don't think that would work real well, but okay, let's try and do that." So they're going to put their nets right there. Can you guys help over here, Nico?
Yeah.
Let's put our net on the other side of the boat. Let's see what happens. Oh, all the way in. It needs to go all the way in. Just have a little bit of space. There you go. That's it. Okay. And now, kind of wait for a little while. And then it's kind of time to pull it in. Can you guys help out to pull it in? Let's see. Ooh, it's getting hard to pull, huh? Good job, Wesley. What did you guys find in there? Fish! Whoa, look at that! There are tons of fish. And you know what? One of the disciples, his name was John. Who's going to be John for me? Okay, Sasha. And you know what? John realizes who it was on the shore. Who do you think it was? That's right. So you tell to the disciples, it's Jesus on the shore. That's right. It was Jesus on the shore. Guess what happens to Peter? He gets so excited to see Jesus that he doesn't wait. That's right. He doesn't wait for all of the disciples to go, "Whoopsie, let's not have you trip." There you go. And so he swims all the way to Jesus. You swim all the way to Jesus. Yeah, just pretend. Go over and swim to Jesus. There. Good job. All right. So here's Peter, and now we're going to switch things out. And everybody's bringing a whole bunch of fish. It was so hard to catch the nose on 153 fish in that net. So let's go over here. We're going to pretend that this is the shore so everybody can see. Okay, guys. Right over here. Come here, Peter. Back to your place. Okay, here we go. So, all of the disciples come out of the boat. You guys can stay in there. You don't have to move out. And right here on the shore, because this is where the shore, we're going to pretend this is where the shore is. Jesus had done something for the disciples. Who knows what Jesus had done?
He did a miracle.
He did. What do you think that was? Does anyone know what he did?
Catching fish.
He did. He made a miracle and caught It was Jesus, and He had made them breakfast. He had made them breakfast of some fish and some bread. It was yummy. And the people and the disciples came. And that's true, you said it earlier. So go ahead. And you know what? So hold on just 1 second. I know it's fun to get back in the boat, but let's finish the story. So, after that, they started eating, and Jesus said, bring some of the fish that you caught so we can make those for breakfast too. Let's go ahead. Okay, we're done with the oars now. There you go. We're done with
we got double the fishing.
let's get the fish and let's bring them over here.
This is the station.
There you go.
This is all the fishing.
Very good job. Great job. And you know what? Jesus wasn't done talking to Peter yet. In fact, come here, Peter. You know what Jesus asked Peter? He said, Peter, do you love me? Can you say that? And what do you think Peter said? That's right, he said, yes, you know that I love you, Jesus. Can you say that? You don't want to. That's fine. Well, you know what? Jesus wanted Peter to tell him whether he was going to love him more than anything else in the world. And you know what? Peter was true. He did love Jesus more than anyone else. And he chose... Okay, you guys can go back to your feet so we can take this off. Good job being Jesus.
And I'm wearing a dress.
Yes, that's right. Okay. Well, they used to wear robes.
But
Go ahead and sit back down.
part where we eat the fish?
Okay, go ahead and sit back down. Into your own seat. There we go. We'll put our fish back inside the boat. There we go. And you know what? Jesus wanted to know if Peter and all of his disciples would love him more than anyone else and anything else in this world. Because he needed them to tell everybody in the world about him, so that everybody could come into God's kingdom. And that's what he wants for us, boys and girls. He wants us to love him more than anything else. More than our toys, more than even our friends, more than our favorite TV shows, more than anything else. He wants us to love him more than anything else. Because he wants us to share Jesus to all of our friends. He wants us to share Jesus. And what are some ways that we can share Jesus? You guys know? Go ahead and go. Yes, that's true. How about reading our Bibles or having our mommies and daddies read the Bible for us so we can learn more about it? Is that good?
Yeah.
How about sharing the things that we've learned with people that we know? Will that be helpful?
Yeah.
That's right. And Jesus wants us to be kind to others. Is that true? Will that be a good way to share Jesus?
Yeah.
It sure will be. Okay, so we're going to go over our memory verse, and I need some helpers to help hold this up. Who's going to help me out? Let's see. Okay, Nick. Oh, you can be one. You can hold this. Oh, I think I got two. Let's give you just one. Okay. Bradley, can you hold that up? Stay right here next to Nico. Right here. And hold it up. Perfect. You guys know how to do this right now. Let's see. Nora, did you want to help? All right. There we go. And then, go ahead and stay right there next to Bradley, and turn it around so everybody can see it. Like this. Stay right there next to Bradley. Right around there. Perfect. Okay, so let's see. Who else hasn't had a turn? I think Vivian, you haven't had a turn. Do you want to hold one for me? Okay, come up here. Oh, okay. So Natalie, okay. You haven't had a turn doing this. Noah, how about you have a turn? Good job, and I had you two more. Go ahead and sit down. Go ahead and stand here. Turn around. And let's turn it this way. If you had a turn in the boat, then you probably have had a turn. You may not have had a turn with this one. Brianna, can you hold one for me? Thank you, ma'am. And I need one more help. Christian, can you help me? Okay, come here. All right, let's give everyone a turn. If you've ever been in the boat, we want you to do this. So hold it up high so everyone can see it, but it has to be facing the other way. There. Perfect. So that way we can read it together. Hold it up high so we can read it. Ready? Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Psalm 51, verse 10. Do you guys know what that means? Jesus wants us to give our hearts to Him so he can make them clean and not selfish, and that way we can tell others about Jesus. Okay. Thank you. All right. 2 minutes. Thank you. All right. Thank you. All right. Good job. Good job. Okay, go ahead and sit back down. We're going to go over some of the other memory verses that we've learned this week. I hope you had fun. But you got to sit down in your seat, not in the boat. Okay? Not a train in the boat. Okay. Just got to get to the bathroom.
I'm sorry, but they're all finished over there waiting for you.
Oh, they are? Okay. Well, good deal. Okay, guys, we're ready to go.
I was
So,
actually 2 minutes early, and they're 2 minutes early.
no worries. You're fine. So if they're ready to go, who's my leader here? Who's my secretary?
Okay.
I had Katie. Yes, Katie, you're the one who's... Wait, that's not Katie.
Oh, you know what?
Valencia, that's okay, sweetheart. Let's just go ahead and have Valencia. You're going to take these guys over to the game area. So where I think it's out in the parking lot area. So everybody line up behind Valencia. It's where it was yesterday when we did the relay to the planet. It's where it was yesterday for the planet, Valencia, okay?